Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode of Music with Nick. Today we got a new marathon from a new sponsor, and I'm super excited to introduce Kevin 11, just like the 1111 on our tape there. I don't know what the 11 stands for. Maybe he can, share that information with us in the comment section. But welcome. So, to the channel, of course. I'm sure you've been listening to quite a few of the reactions, but this is your first request that I think I'm pretty sure, because I did look. I was like, okay, let's see if there's more requests, but this seems to be the first one. So I'm super excited because we're gonna do some Blind Melon, and I think I've only done like one Blind Melon song whatsoever on the channel. So yeah, I know of the band, of course, but I wanted a challenge, like over the weekend I was like, let's do something like I've never really heard before. So I did tell him, like, when he told me, hey, you want to do some Blind Melon, do you know them? I was like, yes, of course, but I only know one song, which is pretty much No Rain, that famous song with the video. And I even saw an article about the girl that starred in the video. She's now all grown up, and I think in her 40s or something. So it's pretty interesting, So yeah, but Blind Melon, I mean, I remember seeing, the CD and stuff, the cover. I don't know. It was just like, I didn't know what to think. And I did enjoy the song, No Rain, but I don't know, that was just it. It's kind of cool that we're going to dive into a more, deep cut, obscure Blind Melon, not obscure, but just deep cut tracks that we're going to do for Kevin. So I'm really excited because I'm sure they're a great band, So yeah, so let's start it off. This is from the first two albums. The first one being Blind Melon, the self-titled debut. And when did this come out? Let's see. 1992. Okay, 1992. And then the album Soup is the second album, which is from 1995. All right, and there's a guy on the cover eating soup. I love it. So yeah, we're gonna start it off with the first track called Mouthful of Cavities from Soup. Then Deserted from Blind Melon, the first album. Then we're gonna go back to the second album, Walk. And then we're gonna do two last tracks from the debut called Holyman and Time. So yeah, I'm super excited. Thank you so much, Kevin, for sponsoring the video. And you already wrote to me that you're really excited, and I wanted to thank you. And your well, I don't know, you only said my I think lady friend, or so it could be your wife or whatever, your girlfriend, but whoever it is, of course, thank you so much. And let's get into it. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I appreciate it. Also, all the fans, there's a lot of people that love alternative rock, 90s rock, and I know a bunch of them, so they're gonna be pretty happy about this. I actually did that same day that I was asking about this, Matt sent me this skate punk rock marathon, which was really fun to do. Very difficult to analyze, but he helped me. He added a lot of stuff to talk about in the description, because the songs were just like a minute and 30 seconds. So, but yeah. So again, thank you so much, Kevin and Party. Let me know, or you don't have to. Yeah, so I hope you enjoy. So let's go. Let's start it out. Let's start out with the first song, and let's have some fun. Let's see what happens here. So let's go with Mouthful of Cavities. Let's go.
Listen, man, I got the window open. Hear the cats? Listen. cavities, and your soul's a bowl of jokes. And every day you remind me
Nice.
how I'm desperately in need. See, I got a lot of fiends around, and they're peeking through with nothing new. And they see you. They see everything you do. See everything on the inside out. Oh, please give me a little more, and I'll push away those baby blues. 'Cause one of these days this will die. So me and so will you. I write a letter to a friend of mine. I tell him how much I used to love to watch him smile. See, I haven't seen him smile in a little while. Haven't seen him smile in a little while. But I know you're laughing from the inside out. Laughing from the inside out. I know you're laughing from the inside out. Laughing from the inside, on the inside, on the inside.
Wow, definitely very different. Very different, Blind Melon. I loved it. I loved it. I mean, very simple, you know, but just I love the I love his voice, you know, and the guitar, you know, the variations of the chords. I'm gonna try it in a second, but I loved like everything that was added. That, you know, that female voice. She wasn't really doing the harmony, but she was kind of like singing. And it really worked. And then just everything, how everything got a little bit escalated, you know, like more and more and more. And wow, what a great tune. Totally different from that like, you know, it reminded me a little bit of like Led Zeppelin, you know. I don't know why, but yeah, let's try it out. I brought the guitar. Well, I brought the guitar, but it was like it was definitely E, right? A D like that, right? Really cool, like chord progression. I don't really like. I would have to listen to it again, but I just had the guitar right here, literally. So I was like, well, let's try it out. But I'm sure it was totally off. Let's listen to that intro again, just for the sake of it. Yeah, it was E. Oh, he's doing like these. Oh, wait. Like, also, I can't really play like this, you know, I always play like this. So when I put it like that, it's like kind of like, yes, you can see it, but for me, it's super uncomfortable. Well, okay. Let's continue. Definitely a great song to jam, you know, with with friends. And I mean, just like the way it was recorded was awesome. Like, it's almost like, hey, you know, I just wrote this song, you want to like be on it, you know? And I don't know who it is, yeah, but it sounded very like, I love the rawness of it, you know. That was really cool. And just everything, you know. And it's like, also Kevin wrote something to me here, because I was like, hey, you know, I've done No Rain, and he's like, no, this is like gonna be something completely different. He said yeah, No Rain is like corporate, my list is all deep tracks. And I'm like, yes. Sounds great. Get geared up. Like, I didn't even read that, like the geared up, and I don't know if it's geared up like bring out the gear, you know, the guitar. I don't think so. I usually, like, I do it sometimes. I was just literally playing, so, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna do the marathon. So sometimes I'm like, oh, I wish I had the guitar, but I don't want to really get up and get it, and with the acoustic, it's just nice, you know. All right, this was just great. Okay, from the first album now, Blind Melon, Deserted. Let's see what they got for us. Wow.
Grab my knee and look at me and try to tell me I'll be home soon. Sleep in my bed and unstone. Oh, I'm tired of me this way. I don't know what I've gotten into, but I'm glad that it's now instead of soon. Oh, this desert heat has crowded me strong. I wish that I had going to
So good. Okay, very abrupt ending. This one was a banger. I loved it, like how the way it started, you know, very, very slowly, and then it just escalated again very, very quickly into the bass here was insane. I'm not even gonna attempt to play what he was doing. Beautiful, man. And it reminded me definitely more of grunge, you know, the grunge era. Like right off the bat, I was actually gonna pause it, but then I don't know what happened. So, but it reminded me of like Alice in Chains. I don't know, like the voice almost, you know, even though they do have different voices. His is like higher, and but yeah, it definitely reminded me like more of a grunge era, you know. So, and this one was from the first one, so 1992. Yeah, I mean that was around, you know, 10, and you know, Nevermind and all those great amazing albums that came out during that time. But yeah, but also very funky. The bass, the drums were great. The solo there was like very like, you know, simple but very effective. You know, it was just what the song needed. Not too much shredding or anything. You know, just a nice, you know, little like blues, you know, variations there, and very cool, man. Very good. And then I love that it returned to the intro. Very cool. Yeah, definitely a band to you know, get into. Like take a deep dive, you know. And because yeah, well, I thought they were just like, you know, this acoustic band. All I mean, although the No Rain, the solo is always, I've always loved the solo. So the guitar player here is very good, you know. I mean, Blind Melon's guitar player is just, or players, I don't really know. They're very good, you know. You can hear very trained and stuff. And yeah, this was very funky and very groovy and very good. Very cool. All right, so let's move along again. We're gonna do Soup, Blind Melon, Soup, Blind Melon, Blind Melon. So here's another song by the second album called Walk. Let's see, you know, let's see what we have here. Let's go.
Find myself singing the same songs every day. Want to make me feel good when things behind a smile ain't okay. Around and over and in between the seas, I need to be on top of a mountain where I can see everything, 'cause this paranoia is getting old.
Again, the bass is so good, you know. The bass player here is such a, you know, he's so present in the songs, and I love that there's a little bit of, I don't know if that's a mandolin, I think it is, because a banjo sounds like more, you know. I have a banjo here in the room. You can't see it. I usually have it where the guitars are, but now I ran out of space. I'm really trying to learn it more. It's more about the right hand, you know, with the banjo, the picking patterns. I guess that's all there is in the chords. I mean, here it's not about like, you know, I'm not gonna like, what's his name? My God, what's his name? The banjo player who's like amazing, a jazz player. It will come to me eventually. Bella Fleck. Amazing. Oh my god. That's a different way of playing the banjo. And that's how I kind of like started, like playing scales and stuff. No, it's not gonna that's not the sound of the banjo. But yeah, there's some, and I love the harmonica here. But yeah, again, the bass, really, really cool. Such a good band, man. And I looked at the I wanted to see if there was like how many musicians there were. So it says there's a rhythm guitar and lead guitar player, piano, and then drums, percussion, vocals, guitar, harmonica, and then the bass. So there's like they play it all, And also it says, oh, okay, here it is. So the rhythm guitar plays the banjo and the mandolin. So yeah, cool. And I was kind of shocked because I looked on Wikipedia here, and they only have 3 albums, because of this. I guess because he passed away. At least the singer passed away, unfortunately. And they released an album. I don't know how this happened, but in 2008, I guess this must have been. Says. It's their first album in 13 years, and the first to feature lead singer Travis Warren, who was recruited after the death of previous lead singer Shannon Hoon. Richard Shannon Hoon. Okay. Yeah. That sucks, that happened, because we could have gotten like so much more Blind Melon, I guess, Okay. All right, let's keep going. I did go back a little bit. Let's continue.
Now as I open my eyes to start another day, I'm in a pile of pale, empty bag of excuses. My love for friends and family, I need them. No chance I've exceeded all before. My feet are so cold, and I can't believe that I have to bang my head against this wall again. And the flowers, they have just a little more space in between them. Gonna take a breath and try
Nice. Been a nice solo there, some banjo or mandolin. This reminds me so much of the music. A good friend of mine, Alex, who I've talked about so much, man. He must, his ears must be ringing. But we used to like play together like almost on a daily basis. But he was sometimes the drummer in the band. We had so many different bands together. He was the drummer in the band, and he was the bass player in the band. But he also played a really cool acoustic guitar, only rhythm. Like he was like, don't talk about solos, scales. I'm not interested. I'm not. So, and he was always like, if you're gonna come over, just bring your acoustic guitar and bring like not exactly this one, but bring one like this. Without the cut. There's, I can't do it with merit, like without the cut, because he didn't want me to be writing any solos or practicing any scales, even though I can do it perfectly on this guitar as well. But he was like, just bring your acoustic guitar, no pedals, no electric. Let's just write, songs. And we wrote like a bunch of stuff. We just were really good at writing songs together. Like, I wish we would have had what is available now, like as recording studios go. I mean, you could record, but we would always record with this recording thing, like a cassette player. Um and Yeah. The thing is, we haven't been talking for like the last 14 years, something that happened. And unfortunately, it's just also, and then we have like written to each other, but he does his own thing and he's in his world, and like I'm in mine, unfortunately. But yeah, a good friend from like high school and stuff. So, but yeah, so he was more into like, he was always into stuff like, I remember because when we were, in high school, we were like listening to Iron Maiden and Metallica, and actually the day I got there, like, I remember that he was still like listening to rap. And I got him into Led Zeppelin, and then kind of like we discovered just music together, and then we got into Metallica at the same time, but he was obsessed with Led Zeppelin. And he, for some reason, was obsessed with Rush, and I never got into it, just to kind of like, um for stupid reasons, when you're in that age, like, oh, you listen to Rush, well, I'm not gonna listen to it, stupid stuff like that, because I would want to show him some bands and he refused to listen to that. So I was kind of like giving him the same treatment with Rush, which was my mistake, because I missed out. But we did have a couple of bands that were like totally agreed on, which was Iron Maiden, Metallica. I tried to get him into Judas Priest, but he was not so much into that. What was he into? He was into Maiden, Metallica, Megadeth, and but there was a couple of bands that I just didn't like play along with. But yeah, so then he moves to Seattle because he was studying like actually audio, audio and video. And but I guess I don't know what happened, that because, and then he came back to Mexico, Puerto Vallarta, and he was like, oh my god, you have to listen to this. And then Red Hot Chili Peppers was like, he was super obsessed with them. And he was always into like, he would always buy a guitar magazine, and they were super expensive, but he would always buy them. So he always had like these amazing like sections of music, tabs and stuff, and he would learn them, and it was always like yeah, like stuff like that, like grunge, Blind Melon, but it was also a lot. This was during like the whole new rap era, um so yeah, so he always knew a lot of like riffs. He knew so many riffs. So yeah, it was a good friendship, really cool, very, very cool. I don't know what I was gonna say, but I forgot. I guess, yeah, that he knew a lot of stuff, like, from, because he would always buy those magazines, and I would end up with them because he would read them and he's like, "You want him?" And like, sure. And then I ended up with like this mountain of guitar magazine. Um, yeah, and I was always looking for my guitar heroes like Yngwie Malmsteen and Marty Friedman and Paul Gilbert, and he didn't like that stuff at all. He hated my music, instrumental, music. Okay, so this is Blind Melon, Holyman. So here we go. Oh yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about. He got me into grunge because he showed me Alice in Chains, but I was just not interested. He showed me a lot of bands, but I was just like Temple of the Dog, and the only one that kind of stuck with me was Pearl Jam. I really love Pearl Jam. So, okay, let's go.
So I was born on the banks of a hot muddy river, the child of one stupid steaming night, born to roam beneath the sun. What do you think of me? I'm better left alone.
Okay, okay, wow. This band has such a it's there's so much like different styles coming together from these musicians. I don't know. I love like the vocalist. I mean, of course, he sounds a little bit to me like high register, like Robert Plant, Geddy Lee, but he doesn't have the style of singing. He has his own style. I think very very well embedded. Like he is his own vocalist. He just has a high register, so it seems like other singers, but I think he's super original in his delivery, and I love that there's like a little bit of like the music is very riff based. Like I don't know. I was just like listening to this like this like what was it? Like I don't know, they have got like this thing going on like I don't know, I can't really pick it up, but also like there's a lot of like these chords, like there's like it's like a no, not that far, but that kind of thing. Like I love hearing it. Like these transitions, I don't know, but yeah, I just love that there's all like this. It's very folky, like it has like a lot of like the lead guitar player, loves his leads, and he's into the blues, and but there's also a lot of what would I say? I don't want to call it like country because of the mandolin or the banjo. It's just the incorporation makes it a little bit more not just rock. It's like I really love the style of the harmonica and the mandolin and the banjo and the guitar, and the way it's not just like jin 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 jin, power chords. It's like the chord structures and stuff. It's like fun. They're opening they open up the songs with really nice like melodies, and it's really like there's a lot of stuff going on. The bass player is great, the drummer. It's a really really great band. I'm kind of bummed that there's only like 2 albums, and then I mean one in the 90s ones are obviously very 90s, and then 2008, and then that's it. But yeah, so let's keep going. Like I wish I could have picked up the riff, but I can't. I have to really like sit down and listen.
Let me find my own way. Holyman, you understand? Because on me they run much deeper.
Nice. So cool. Yeah, let's see. So there's let's see if we write it together. Oh. Maybe. Let's see. I'm looking up something. Yeah. Yeah, actually the chord structure here, I'm looking at the, you know, like just like a D and a C added 9, C, and then D, and but yeah, that's what I was talking about, you know. The chords are not so very, it's not so usual. I don't know, you know, just like when you play like, you know, only fifths, you know, like power chords, it gives you a certain like sound. And this one, they're just like, they have that openness about them, you know. I don't know. It's just very good, you know. I'm really, really digging it. So, yeah, this is the longest song, Time, also from their debut, and that's the song we're gonna end it with. So I'm really, really surprised. Like, I'm really digging it. Thank you so much, Kevin, for the exposure. Really cool. All right.
Said all these people, they won't leave me alone, and we need little time to ourselves. And half these reasons why I'm sketching all the time, years old as life in hell. Well, I think it's time. My face falling like the leaves from a tree. Pockets both taken away. Sun rolls my body as I'm sitting on the swing, watching Columbus clouds bring in the rain. Oh well, I mean it's time. Yeah, well it's time to go. Say my mind is playing tricks on me all the time to let you know that I am real. And all the worries you build up inside your soul, the ones that make your world stand still, mean you can feel that it's time to go. Are you fed up? Are you fed up?
The bass.
with me? I'm fed up dances with the itch to kill the king. A blood-red sunrise murdered a breath around its clean. I drink from the faucet, from the porch, I take a pee. Look at you through the bushes where you can't see me. I never slip into another state of mind.
cool, like almost like psychedelic here a little bit. Very good. I read a bunch of stuff right now. It was just like, wow, like tripping. Okay. So unfortunately, I just wanted to know what happened, So they were very successful, it looks like. You know, Shannon Hoon, having to do with Guns N' Roses, and Guns N' Roses in the 90s were like, oh my God, the band, I guess, It says Blind Melon appeared on Woodstock 94, where allegedly he was high on LSD and he was wearing his girlfriend's white dress. I've never seen that. I would like to see it. But yeah, unfortunately, that Shannon was they were on tour, and because I guess the night before, the night they played that day wasn't as, I don't know, it wasn't like a super success or something, and then he went on this binge, it's like this cocaine binge, and pretty much like that's what killed him. And that's crazy because he was only 28 years old. That's so young, and that's just super unfortunate. But I mean, I've seen it so many times with other bands, like that were very successful, and then suddenly, like Alice in Chains. I was just talking about them. Alice in Chains. My God, I can't even speak. Alice in Chains. But yeah, unfortunately, it happened. Really cool. Like this last track, very psychedelic, just good stuff. Really, really. I love that they have their own sound, and in a time like, the grunge era, it was kind of difficult to sound original because everybody was kind of like starting to copy each other. I mean, I guess in the late 90s, there's bands, don't get me wrong, like Stone Temple Pilots, their first album, I love it, but it sounds like Pearl Jam. And then they said, let's just do our thing, and that's when they really got good. And so, yeah. But yeah, this was fantastic. Thank you so much, Kevin. This was a lot of fun, and I did a little bit of playing, so that's always fun to do. But the music here is very, very good. Thank you so much for the exposure, and I hope you have a lot of fun with the marathon. Please, guys, everyone that if you're a fan of Blind Melon, why is it so dark in here? I don't know. I think Alexa changed the lighting. She did the last video, so it's like I can barely see. But yeah, let us know in the comment section. Did you ever see them live? What do you think of them? Just all that good stuff in the comment section. And thank Kevin, of course, for sponsoring the video. Thank you so much, guys. Let us know what you think, which was your favorite song. And also, we did this marathon. We didn't want the best of the best, and sometimes the most commercial ones is not the best. I think this was very, very good, and it was, different, and that's what I was asking for, So thank you again, Kevin, for showing me something completely different, and I had a lot of fun. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one.